This morning, our instructor is none other than Christion Sadler. We're always pleased to hear from him. He is a wonderful and vital part of our community in Team Elevate. He has done so much for us in education and organization. He is vital in his community. He supports different community events. He's philanthropic. He is in leadership also outside Renatus. He's done so much as a real estate investor. It's just phenomenal to see what he has accomplished. And he is here this morning to help us raise our game to a new level. Good morning, Christion. How are you, sir?
I'm wonderful, Ron. How are you?
Doing good. Good to hear you.
Good deal. Hey, thank you so much for the introduction and all those kind words. And thank you so much for just continually showing up for this team. You know, I always love the fact when somebody steps up to the plate and takes on a task for the team. And, you know, a lot of times we don't realize when we take these tasks on just how many people we're impacting. But Ron, I want to say to you, you're impacting the life of people all across the nation. I'm sure you realize that now because you get to see all the names and the people that jump on here. But literally from coast to coast, people, if it wasn't for you starting off these calls, then they would not be as organized. They would not, get started on the same format. And I just think that you're so professional the way that you do it. So thank you so much for that. Not just from me, but from all kinds of folks that are on the line. And I can see all the names here, and lots of folks that, that I really appreciate and respect are here to learn. So let's talk. Let's talk about 2018, because this is going to be the last call that I do with you, I believe, before. No. I do have one more with you. I had to check the calendar there. I've got one more call with you guys before the end of the year, and I want to talk about moving forward into the new year with the right energy, right? With a positive energy, with a good energy, with an energy of abundance and success. And I want you to have some real goals set out. Now, I don't want to say realistic, because realistic is a word that I think gets abused way too often, right? People tell us be realistic about, our expectations, be realistic about, our goals. And sometimes what they really mean is that you should settle your goals to their reality. And don't do that, okay? When other people say realistic and they use it in that form, don't let their beliefs prevent you from having larger and bigger beliefs in your life. Because quite frankly, if it's the masses, their beliefs aren't very big, and that's why they are where they are. And so you've got to raise your belief level. And in the same format, we want to talk about setting goals that make sense, okay? Before I get into that, though, I want to address a topic that has been coming up lately. And I remember having this conversation last Super Saturday with Josh White. And Josh White was pointing out, that there's a lot of people that they keep getting this pop-up, right? Some of you might know what I'm talking about. You keep getting this pop-up in your business center. And every time you move to the next screen, you get the pop-up again. And then you move to the next screen, you get the pop-up again. And you move to the next screen, you get the pop-up again. And some of you might be thinking, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I have to keep going through this, process of clicking, remind me later. Well, I want to point something out to you. That pop-up, and the one that I'm talking about, is to renew your IMA agreement, right? That pop-up is there giving you the opportunity to choose into your business. And every single time you click remind me later, you send energy to the universe. You send a message to the universe that says, I don't want to get paid. You send a message to the universe that says, hold off on allowing me to make money. It says, I'm not ready to engage in my business. And I want you to think about that for a second. If that's the energy you're sending out with the simplest of actions, what energy are you likely sending out with your big actions? right? So here's what I would encourage you to do. The first time it pops up, just click renew. Spend the $125. Take the 5 minutes to go through the different questionnaires and all those things that come along with being an active member of this team, and move forward. And I'm not here to guilt or shame you if you haven't done it already and you've already clicked that button 500 times as you've been, going through your business center. It's not about guilt and shame. I just want you to think about responsibility. Think about what you really want in 2018. Think about the energy that you want to put out there to the universe. And the next time you log into your business center, be ready, right? Be ready. It's $125. It's 5 minutes of your time. And that gives you the opportunity to change people's lives. Gives you the opportunity to make $1,000 to $10,000 checks. Gives you the opportunity to engage in the best money-making opportunity on the planet. So, just want to give you guys that accountability there, because I know there's some people that are still putting it off. And don't allow this to say, well, that I'm just going to wait to log into my business center until I'm ready. Just figure it out, right? Do it now. In fact, I'm okay with you not listening to the rest of this call if that's what it takes for you to go and log into your business center and renew your IMA agreement. Because that simple process is you choosing into your success. All right, got that topic out of the way. Got that that part of the conversation out of the way. And now what I'd like to move on to is, as I was talking about, real goals, right? Real goals. And this actually came up with a student of mine. She might even be on the line here. Amazing, single mom that is just engaging in this business and setting some goals for herself. And she is, quite frankly, a lot further ahead on her goal setting than I see a lot of people, especially when I never sat down with her and went through some goal setting on there. And the one thing that I helped her understand this last week as we sat down is her goals didn't match with her math, right? So there was just some math that was different. Or there was math that didn't match. Let's put it that way. And so I want to help you folks really go through and think about, when you're setting your goals, are you setting goals that make sense? Are you sending mixed messages to your own mind and to your own belief system by setting goals that are really high and then setting the action steps that are not high enough to match the numbers? Because if so, you're going to be in this predicament where you don't really know where you're going. You don't really know what it's going to take. And so let's talk about what it's going to take. And what I'd like to do is actually use the numbers from Carmen and what she had on her 10-year goal, right? Because it's a very simple number to start with. And you guys can obviously scale it down to whatever number makes the most sense for you afterwards. So let me go ahead and share my calculator. All right. Can you guys see my calculator? Hopefully so. Let's go ahead and put this in here. So in her 10-year goal, she said she wants to be making $1 million a year. Now, I think that's a great goal. That's a great set point, and 10 years is something that easily she can move toward, right? In 10 years, she's going to be a completely different person. Now, if she had $1 million on her goal for next year, I might be a little bit worried because she hasn't even, started her business yet, right? So to go from zero to $1 million in a year, a bit of a stretch for most people. But $1 million in 10 years That's a goal that I can get behind, right? That's a goal that we can set some, some roadmaps toward. And so she wants to make $1 million in 10 years. But then, what she had, and I don't remember her numbers, but let's just say the math didn't match the goal. So I said, okay, what parts of your business do you want this income to be coming in through? And she said, well, I definitely want to have rentals. I definitely want to have flips. And of course, I want to have money coming in from the referral side of the business, from helping other people succeed. I said, okay, great. We've got 3 aspects of your business. How do you see this income being broken up? And she, quite frankly, she's brand new, right? She's really brand new. And so she's like, I don't know. I don't know what is, what is a good way to do it? What should that look like? And I said, really it is your choice. But if there's, 3, what if we just looked at dividing it equally for now, and then as you get more engaged in your business and as you start seeing results in the different areas of your business, you can adjust accordingly. And so, that was great. She said, okay, let's do that. And so what we did was we just simply divided that $1 million goal by 3, right? So we all know that that is 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, right? $333,000 from each part of her business, right? So we broke it down and we said, okay, let's start with the first aspect of your business, which is rentals. And, from the standpoint of most people in this business, what we like to see is about $400 per door, right? About $400 per door per month. So what we did was we broke this down and we said, okay, if we've got $333,000 per year, we've got to divide that by 12 for this goal, right? Which equals $27,777 per month that she needs to bring in from her rentals, right? So very simply, if we divide that number by $400, right, then we know we need roughly 70 rentals. So 70 doors. Over the next 10 years, that's 70 doors. So that means that she could either average, 7 rentals per year, or she could start building toward that. Maybe it's 1 door per year, and then she starts upgrading into larger multifamily units. I mean, quite frankly, that could be 2 35-unit properties, right? So you guys could all imagine yourself, I'm sure, 10 years down the line, having 2 35-unit complexes, or even 1 70-unit complex. And so that's where we set it. Okay, great. So now we know in order to hit the $333,000 per year, right? What we need to do is get you 70 doors that are cash flowing at $400 per month. Now, this is a 10-year goal, so she's going to modify it as she goes down the line, but now we know where it's at. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the number that we had before, right? I'm going to go back here, and let's see. We're going to go back to this number, this $333,333 and 33 cents, 0.333333. All right, so now we're going to talk about flips. And we said, okay, let's look at flips. And let's say that you're going to average $20,000 per flip. How many flips are you going to need to do per year in that 10th year in order to get 1/3 of your goal of $1 million? Well, that's pretty simple. You just take this number and divide it by $20,000. Oops, too many zeros. $20,000. And that equals roughly 17 flips. 17 flips. Now, I think every single one of you on this line can imagine 10 years down the road that you could put yourself in a position where you could manage 17 flips in a year, right? That's not many more than just picking up one flip per month. So I'm sure all of you guys can see 10 years down the line, that's a real goal, right? You can actually visualize it. You can actually map it out. You can actually move toward it. And so therefore, that's that $1 million goal. If she's dividing it between the 3 different aspects of her business, if you're dividing it between 3 different aspects of your business, there's the simple math on it. All right, so now we know we need 70 doors, cash flowing $400 per month, and we need 17 flips that average $20,000 in net profit. So let's go back in time again to this number that we've got here, which is, where are we at? Okay, right here. And this is the other third of our business. So with this third of our business, we're going to look at it from the standpoint of combos. And again, we looked at it from combos just to make it simple. So she could look at it as if all she did was enroll people at the Extreme Plus combo, right? And of course, 10 years down the line, she's going to be qualified. She's going to have a team, you know, all of those types of things. But we're going to look at this from a combo standpoint. If she was going to look at this from a combo standpoint, she's just going to simply say, divide this by $10,000, and that equals 33, or I should say 34, right? Just to make sure that we get past that number, 34 combos. Now, in reality, 10 years down the line, it could be less than 34 combos because she's going to have a team of people that are bringing overrides. She's going to have a team of people that are bringing upgraded sales, right? They're going to roll some bucket sales her way, which is going to be $9,500 instead of the $10,000. So, but now she has a standpoint. If she had to do it all on her own, if she had to go out there and make every single sale, in order to break past that $1 million, she would need roughly 34 combos, right? 34 combos. So that's the way you do the math, folks. If you're on here and you're setting a goal for yourself, and you set $1 million goal, and you only want to have 5 rentals and enroll 5 team members and you know, do 5 flips, you realize that that math doesn't match, right? And I think in your mind you realize that that math doesn't match, and so therefore your mind is going to say that goal is too big. So instead of saying that goal is too big, just do the math and make it real, and then you can build a roadmap to go get it. I hope this helps, folks. We're coming into a new year, and obviously to prepare for this new year, you would have started months ago, and hopefully you guys have been. Hopefully you guys have been building toward this new year for months. I know this last quarter for me is going to be one of the most profitable quarters. I think it will be the most profitable quarter of 2017. And all that is going to do is going to prepare me for a bigger, better 2018. So think about the energy that you're sending out to the universe with the actions that you're taking right now. Do math that's real as you set your goals. And when you get those pop-ups, or when you get the opportunity to choose into your business, choose in. Don't just choose in with your words, choose in with your actions. Thanks for joining us, folks.